Okay, I think I figured something out with a little bit of help from walkthroughs. For some reason, I thought there was going to be a stairway directly from floor 2 to the basement. That's not exactly true. So I did wind up going back through the molten pit of lava at the center of the second floor and going back into the basement from there. Then went through the corridor with the closed portcullises, which spits me back out on the first floor. This is actually what I want. We'll just nip around this big block of machinery. Then this conveyor belt takes me back around. And I did it wrong, so I have to circumnavigate again. Haha, finally lost you. Really? Come on, I did this before. Okay, fine. Really don't want to deal with all the rest of y'all. Oh, come on. There. Anyway, work your way around this big block of machinery here, back to this staircase, and now the portculli are open, and do not close in front of me. And try not walking into the large pools of lava without having firewalk prepared. Yikes, Aroni. You stare at the tower's main power source. The tower is built over a large natural fumarole, and large pieces of odd machinery are set up to drain off the heat. And use it to power the factory above. Geothermal energy. Neat. Yet more enormous conveyor belts. Oh, that's where the beta build is. Gotcha. So yeah, that just rings around. So I think I can make use of this now. And that spits me out directly into the northern Golem Spire. And a good place to rest and recover. Anyway, you all know the drill on these by now. You shatter the massive crystal. When you do, it sends one last pulse of energy into the air. Where it goes? You aren't sure, except we do know now. Then the shards of crystal crumble into dust. You think you may have just struck a blow against the golems. Exactly how, though, you aren't sure. But I think we just took out the last of the energy field in the top floor of the tower. Priest spells isn't what I want. see what that armor was that I picked up. Yeah, it is another mithril chainmail. Hehehehe. That's basically all we need from the basement. Now, unfortunately, I could use this staircase to get back up, but I can't get out of that lava pit in the middle of the second floor, so I'm gonna have to do this the long way. The long and incredibly annoying way. Maybe somewhat less annoying with the summoned quickcaster too. Honestly, so far so good. This is significantly less mauling by golems than I had expected to get through here. Okay, I can do that without going into combat mode. It's just tricksy. Okay, so the golem power spires are dealt with, but I think actually that I need to reset the star belt over here, because it's currently giving me access to the throne room and not the staircase. So I'm gonna take care of that. Back in a moment. How about that? I just found a convenient passage that takes me from the big old conveyor belts into a place where I can deal with a wraith, but also back down to a somewhat more convenient belt. Yeah, let me know how all those summons work out for you once they get dumped into the lava. Really could have used Dispel Spirit on that. not that one, that one. Yeah, you are all still on your B settings, but I need to turn you back. Okay, Furnace Draw has only 2 settings, and I have no idea what either of them does. Oh, hi. Okay, so I do need to make my way back to the Star Belt. There we go. Climb the stairway up. Oh yeah, I haven't actually been here on this save file. Divine Thud is really less effective than I would like against the demon golems. But it's great against everything else. Oofa. Okay, make sure the corners are explored. You see a huge pylon in the chamber ahead, which is absorbing power from some source outside the tower. Fortunately, it looks like you could pass through the energy flying around out there with only a minor amount of damage. Over the crackling of the energy from the pylons, you think you can hear some sort of high-pitched chittering. It's as if someone on this level is speaking, and the voice is being carried through the tower. You can't understand the language. Intriguing. Also, might as well do another magic map. Because if I'm going to be dodging energy fields, maybe I don't want to be exploring every little nook and cranny, now do I? Crystal box with a potion inside. And this is definitely looking like Vanity architecture. thought there maybe was something else there. Somewhat less cooperative energy fields there. Speaking of potions, how many more energy potions can I make? Just the one. Okay, then. Yeah, you got taken out by the energy field. Okay, so those energy fields definitely do center around the pylon specifically. Hi. The energy fields behind you die down as you finally enter the highest chamber in the Golem's infernal factory. Before, you were unsure who was controlling the Golems, or how they were doing it. Now, things become clear to you. To the north, you see an enormous crystal, similar to the power crystals you've already destroyed, but much larger and brighter. Its light adds a fiery sheen to everything in the room. When you enter, the crystal is talking. At least you presume that's what the strange chittering noise is. You realize it must be sending commands to the machinery, and to the Golems as well. The thing must actually be intelligent. If you could somehow destroy it, it may irreparably damage the Golem army. The problem is that doing so may be rather tricky. One of the crystal's guards has detected you, and they have begun to move to attack. Well, alright then. Even more conveyor belts. Not too worried about the bladed golems. They're only a danger if they get right up next to me. There's the crystal. Jewel golems, you are the problem. Aw, my quick gassed. Aw, my quick gassed. Well, I was pretty impressed to see that his movement AI was at least as good at figuring out how to move on these infernal belts than I am. And we're hasting. And reviving. Oh no, not Steven. He's the only one that can resurrect people. Okay, I guess I will just see everyone back at the top of the tower then. And I'm back on the top floor again. So I took a slightly different route, learned that the golems wandering around the outside of this area can be dealt with by leaving them in the energy fields and just picking a nice safe space to long wait for a while. Mwahaha. Also, the potions that I picked up out of the crystal chests include strong energy, strong strength, and a potion of doom. And I think the strong healing potion that Pearl got was one of those too. And since I used a bunch of spell points to identify everything, might as well use that strong energy potion. Yummy! Speaking of wandering golems, did you know that there used to be a lot of demon golems around here, in the demon golem storage? They're dead now. And, okay, which of these is going to be the safer path? It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna get zapped either way. And this big thing that I've read already. Oh, hi. Y'all are right here. But you're all bunched up, and I kinda like that. Apparently the runes here are just for decoration. Huh. Are you the only ones left? And am I actually outside the range of that jeweled golem here? So it would seem. And only slightly nightmarish to get over there. There's a path. More kills for Peridot. Can I please get over? Actually, instead of fireball... Behold the Mind Crystal! Only 200 health points, but 7 levels of mage and priest spells and a magic draining ray. Ew. Also immune to everything except physical damage. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna want you to stop that. Okay, the edges let me out. Good. Maybe. Anti-magic cloud. Booyah. And some summons. Cool, I even got summons that have a ranged attack. Summons that also have flame clouds around them, which could be slightly irritating. Oh, I don't even have to cast Firewalk necessarily. Oh, come on, you stupid conveyor belts. I'm not sure if... Well, that wasn't a good idea. I was going to say, I'm not sure if the Jeweled Golem and Mind Crystal both are immune to fire, or if the anti-magic field is blocking it. Eat sword. You'd think this would be a good time for archery. That would assume that archery is effective. Sometimes it is. Okay, must be the anti-magic field blocking the fire breath, because... reasons. The runes on the floor form some sort of display. They form and reform to display schematics, accounts of troop movements, and battle plans. However, they move far too fast for you to understand them. Your head starts to hurt, and you look away. My goodness, the quick cast is effective. Your final blow shatters the mind crystal into 1,000 pieces. There is no explosion. You see no lightning or similar pyrotechnics. Instead, you hear a soft, distant keening. A being rises from the crystal, an ethereal, writhing cloud. It begins to fade away, howling as it goes. Finally, it's gone. The effect is immediate. All of the nearby golems collapse. Below you can hear the machines start to hum and rumble, running out of control now that their master is gone. The tower shakes with a series of explosions. Maybe machines are exploding, or maybe golems are running wild, destroying everything in sight. You survey the wreckage. You notice that some of the shards of the mind crystal still glow slightly. You pick up a few to take with. Maybe someone will be able to tell you something about them. Victory is mine! Sure, I'll pick up one final golem gem. And I don't think there's any reason for us to stick around here, so let us skedaddle. Conveniently, Firewalk is still in play. Unfortunately, Firewalk does not give me immunity to Flame Cloud. I guess it only applies to defeat. Now, will this be as difficult to get through the other way? Not even a little. Of course. Oh, hey, the electric field is also gone. Wonderful! And I was correct. There were no more crystal boxes hiding behind there. And that message really shouldn't be displayed anymore. Take the nice fast way out of here. And then promptly screw it up. Okay, I guess I'm just not getting back to the staircase in that corner. I don't care about those portcullises anymore. If I wanted to, I could just ride the conveyor belt out. So I shall. I love the sound of not getting ganged up on by golems in the... I'm not going to tell you what time of night I'm recording this. And we are finally done with the Tower of Shifting Floors. So I'm going to have a nap. And I'm going to go to bed. And I will see you all back at Fort Emergence. Until then, have a good one, everybody.